What is up, y'all? Today marks a great day in man history. Today is 2 days before round 2 of the NFL playoffs. As y'all can see, I'm in my Texans jersey because I am pumped, baby, because I am from Houston, Texas, and I love my Texans, baby. But that's not why I'm here today to glaze the Texans. I'm here to do my NFL playoff predictions for round 2 and further on. Starting off, first game, NFC, Seahawks versus 49ers. Y'all, I love the underdog story. I'm an underdog myself. But the 49ers simply cannot beat the Seahawks team in my heart, full-heartedly. Because the Seahawks team has one of the best defenses besides the Texans and Broncos. Their best defense in the NFL, in my opinion. A lockdown offense with JSN, Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, and Zach Charbonnet carrying the running game. I'm sorry, y'all. I love CMC. I love Brock Purdy's underdog story. But the Seahawks are going to take this one. My final score prediction, the 49ers defense has been surprisingly decent these last few weeks, and I think they can hold them. So let's go 24-21. Seahawks take this one in a close nail-biter. Second game in the NFC this week. The Rams will be taking on the number 2 seed Bears. And, y'all, this one's another, not no-brainer, but it's like, let's go, y'all. Come on. The Rams are going to win this one. The Rams have Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. They've got the GOAT, Matthew Stafford, at quarterback. And some Bears fans are going to be attacking me saying, hey, Matthew Stafford's like 0-9 in cold weather games, he's 38, he's on a lifeline, health support, fragile. Don't care. Matthew Stafford is the MVP of this year, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I personally believe that the Rams are going to win this game pretty, not easily, but they're gonna hammer them. The Bears are going to score some great second half points, but it's not going to be enough to touch this Rams team. The Rams will take this one 27-19 in a close game still. I do think the Bears will put on a second half show. I know that the team has done a lot and made some great strides this year, but not enough to beat this Sean McVay Rams team. All the way to the NFC and the other side of things, we're going to see the Broncos and Bills face off. And so many people are picking the Bills to win this game. I don't understand why. Actually, I do. Mark that. Josh Allen is amazing. Josh Allen and James Cook, they're a two-man show, baby. But here's the problem. The defense has been holding up these last few weeks, but in the playoffs, I don't know, man. I wouldn't call the Bills chokers, but I mean, come on, man. Has everyone forgot how good the Broncos are? They beat the Houston Texans, even though we didn't have C.J. Stroud, the GOAT, kind of. But they didn't have the Broncos have so much talent, and they haven't had any big injuries, but they won 14 NFL games, and it's for a reason. I mean, they've got a great quarterback. Sorry, I'm not talking my lightsaber mic, y'all, that I've been talking to. But no, I think that this Broncos team is going to prove themselves in the playoffs this year, and they're going to start off by beating the Josh Allen and the Bills. I feel like it's going to be a quarterback showdown, but the Broncos defense is what's going to get them the win this week. I think we're going to see a lot of scoring, a lot of offense. I wouldn't call it an absolute shootout, but I think that, unfortunately, the Bills are just going to fall short of the Broncos 31 to the Bills 28. Wait, I'm predicting a lot of close games this week. I feel like one of these is going to be a hammering. Hopefully it's not against my team. Finally, y'all, the game of the week. Kind of. I think they're all going to be great games, by the way. But the Patriots were taking on my Houston Texans. I'm trying not to keep this bias, but I think my Houston Texans will get the job done this week against Mike Vrabel and the Patriots. Drake May was an absolute dog in fantasy football. I had him this last year. He was amazing. Great waiver wire pickup in week 4. He's been nothing but great to me. And I also believe Stephon Diggs knows this Houston Texans scheme. But we also know Stephon Diggs. We know what this guy's about. We know what he's going to try to pull on us. We're not faced by it. You know why? Because we're the Houston Texans, baby, and we're the defense of the year, for sure. This defense is scary. Y'all saw what we did to Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, last week in the playoffs. What are we going to do to second-year man Drake May? We're going to make him pee his pants. We're going to make him pee his pants so far that they might have to cart him off the field because he's so scared of this defense, baby. But not here to glaze the Texans. I know that we have problems. Our offense hasn't been exactly fantastic this season. And we probably won't have Nico Collins. But that won't stop us. Somehow, some way. This running game plus CJ Stroud, if he can step up, CJ, I'm wearing your jersey this week. So hopefully give you some inspiration to do better than 5 fumbles like you did last week. So this game will definitely be a low-scoring affair. If I could pick an under over 30 points, I would choose under, y'all. I predict the Houston Texans will get a boatload of field goals and win this game 16-10. Across all these 4 games, we're going to see some great games. But, yeah, Final Four, I've got the Seahawks versus the Rams. I did 2 different brackets, y'all, in the $50,000 fantasy football challenge, but I still think that the Seahawks will take over the Rams. But I don't know. Wait. Y'all. This video is not scripted, y'all. Kind of, but this video is not scripted. I am taking the Rams over the Seahawks. Call me insane, whatever you want. I love both these teams. I think both these teams are superstar caliber. But I think Sam Darnold, man, this Rams defense, don't underestimate them. They've been a really good unit all year. And that offense, bro, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford. Oh my gosh, that's so scary, bro. This Rams team is legit. So is the Seahawks. But I'm scared that Sam Darnold, he's going to have another Vikings playoff game and get floundered. I have the Rams taking this one. Like, I say 30-16, man. Or 30-19. Ain't going to be pretty. You know, it's going to be not a blowout, but they're going to be hammered. The other game, AFC, I've got the rematch, Broncos between the Texans. I think this game is going to be a great game. We're going to see some great plays on both sides of the ball, mostly defensively, because both these teams have these are the top 2 defenses in the NFL, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm on the record. And both these offenses, when they're on their groove, they're pretty groovy. They're towards the middle of the pack. So I think we're going to get some great defensive play from both teams. And really, that game is going to be decided to which offense can get the job done better. And honestly, y'all, if we have Nico Collins, I think this Houston Texans team, we're going to win. And we're going to go to the Super Bowl, baby. But all jokes aside, I think this Houston Texans team is going to win this one 20-17 in an absolute nail-biter, like the regular season game, since we have Stroud now. But, I mean, money mills. Anyways, Super Bowl, we have 2 5 seeds. The Rams, the Texans, 2 of my favorite teams, but more importantly, the Houston Texans. This team faced each other in week 1, and the Texans lost because of a Kumbuwamble fumble. But guess what? Here's my prediction. The Houston Texans were playing a bunch of our opponents that we've played in the regular season that we lost to because we had a little bit of a rough stint in the beginning of the season. We're to come back. Eye black, under our eyes, guns blazing, and lose the Super Bowl. I love this Houston Texans team. I want to believe that we'll win the Super Bowl, but I also am not too delusional, even though I am pretty delusional, but not in this moment. I'm not. The Rams will take this one in a great game of defense, of will, and so many other words that I can't describe because it's a Friday night. The Rams will win this one 17-14. It will be a great defensive battle, but this Rams offense is just too much to hold them to too little score to give our offense a chance. Y'all, the Rams will win the Super Bowl, and I really like this Rams team, and I really I think this season has been an all-time great for the NFL. Thank all for tuning in. Some more absolute peak content coming out soon. Thank all for tuning in to the Hmay predictions. And I'll do some more football, baseball, basketball, whatever sport we want me to talk about next. Have a great weekend.